I love making superhero fight scenes, and sometimes when you watch some of the live action superhero fight scenes, it can leave a lot to be desired.
What are they doing?
I'm going to be picking on Titans today, and I think I can recreate a portion of the fight scene from the show between Nightwing and Red Hood. Not only do I think I can recreate it, but can I actually make it better? I've had some mixed emotions with the Titan TV show. I think it's awesome seeing characters that I grew up with in live action, and while I think that some of the story beats are interesting, the way they approach action compared to Arrow and Superman and Lois and even Stargirl, like, I can go on a rant on how good the Stargirl action scenes are. They can do a lot more, and I think the show would be more popular if they had the same action designers on set, but maybe they do. I don't really know what's going on, but what makes one show better than the other? I am no action designer, but we're gonna pick it apart and try to figure out what we can do to actually make it better. Now, the first thing I want to pick apart is the environment and the silhouette shot selection. I get what they're going for here. It seems a little weird that we're just fighting in the open in what seems to be like a park or a town square somewhere. Early in their season, they fought outside in the woods, and there could have been some more opportunities there to do some really cool silhouette shots, but I guess they wanted to do something different for this fight. What I'm going to do for the animation is just bring in the shot a bit so we can really see the characters. Then there's this gunshot to the head that Jason attempts that I think Nightwing dodges or moves Jason's hand out the way so he doesn't get hit. We're really going to emphasize that and make that more of a moment in the animation. And then there's this face electrocution move. I'm really going to go up and close and personal and try to really hype up this effect to a 10 to make it really dramatic. I'm really not going to change the choreography up too much. The actual moves are going to be the same, just changing up the settings and some of the shot selections. Alright, so let's head into Blender. So I'm going to download a Nightwing and Red Hood model online and rig them with AutoRig Pro. The Nightwing is the Arkham Knight one, and the Red Hood is a mix of the Arkham Knight and the Injustice 2 one. In Injustice, you have the option to customize your character to be any way you want, so I figured out why not just customize my character a bit. Now, while I'm animating in Blender, I will be rendering in Unreal Engine 5. So my environment will be the underground subway from SO Art that I will bring over to Blender so that my reference for my animation could play off that environment. So when I bring in that animation back to Unreal, it'll just match up. So though I'll be taking the choreography from the fight scene, the camera angles are going to be nice up and close with a little bit of that handhold feel to it. I think that Chris Cowan has a great approach on how he does action design, so I try to model my shots similar to his, as there's another channel called Team Red Pro that does amazing action shots too. I also want the animation to flow a bit. Since I am recreating it, there's a bit of pressure to just copy it frame by frame, but I'm really just looking at the movements and really making sure the animation feels right versus matching the poses up frame by frame. Now with that block, I'm really going to go ahead and make that front and center. In the original fight scene, it's just kind of like, there's almost like a cut right when he does the shot, so you don't even really see it happening in the original fight. I'm going to kind of just frame it and make that just like a really cool shot, almost like we feel that we almost got shot. So we're going to see Nightwing in the corner, but we're going to see Red Hood actually, take that shot and really direct it towards the camera. And as far as the beat twist, I think beat twists are a fun way to go, is to enhance your animations. But we're gonna go ahead and kind of do like this camera doll. I think it's a dolly, right? We're gonna go from one side to the other and really just emphasize that attack up a bit. Now, something I really didn't do this time was animate the jacket. The controls were there, but I was lazy and just left it how it was.
Disappointed!
Sorry about that. I'll add it. I'll make sure to add dynamics into the next one, I promise. Once my animation is done, it's time to head into Unreal. Once we're in Unreal and I bring my characters over, I have to build my textures. Pretty simple and self-explanatory, but unfortunately for the most part, the textures don't carry over from one program to the other, so you just have to rebuild it from there. What's really going to make this pop is the lighting. I'm also not a lighting expert, so I let the environment do a lot of the lighting for me. Enhance the rim lighting and reverse key lighting I feel will look good here, Rim lighting is lighting the character up from behind, and reverse key light is having the main or key light light the character from an angle against the camera. I like to go for more cinematic lighting, but like video game cinematics. My dream is to be a game cinematics animator, so I approach my animations like I'm making a game cinematic. Everyone is out trying to make Unreal more realistic, and I'm just here trying to make Unreal do what it's built to do. Just make it look like a video game. Once we have the lighting set, it's time to add some effects. Another great thing I love Unreal for is just the plug and play effects. Once you have them, I can rinse and repeat them with very little effort. The main effect shot, which is going to be that electricity shot, I'm going to use Good Effects, Beam, and Ray Pack to get that electricity shot. But I'm also going to change up the color here so it can feel a little bit more brand with Nightwing. In live action, they do a lot of like powder for like with like Jackie Chan, an old school 80s effect. They'll do like powder to emphasize hits. I'm gonna add that in there too here to give it that feel like this is almost like live action. Put a little like powder to emphasize the hit, because without it, and I'm really trying to limit some of that camera shake. Without it, then it just doesn't give that same hit. So it's kind of like a hit effect, you know, but it's just powder. Alright, we're going to bring it into After Effects for a bit of color correction, and for any Nightwing super fans, you might enjoy the score I threw in here. And let me know what you guys think. If you think I nailed it and made this Titans fight look better. Let's take a look. I think this came out pretty well. I will try to make the fights a little longer, even if it's like 20, 30 seconds. I think it'd be good for something like this. Let me know what you guys think. I have a few more like this where I try to recreate a Smash Bros cinematic, a God of War style fight, and more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.